Welcome to Alternatify, the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating currents of history and ask the most intriguing what-if questions. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey, exploring a world fundamentally different from our own. Imagine a reality where the Indian subcontinent, a land of immense wealth, diverse cultures, and ancient wisdom, charted its own destiny. What if it remained untouched by the pervasive grip of colonial rule? This isn't just a historical exercise. It's an exploration of how one pivotal change could ripple across centuries, reshaping global landscapes and challenging everything we thought we knew. Prepare to question the very foundations of our current world understanding. For as long as I can remember, the stories my grandfather told me resonated deeply. He spoke of a vibrant India, but also of the profound scars left by centuries of foreign domination. His tales of resilience and loss ignited a lifelong fascination within me. They made me wonder about the roads not taken, the possibilities that were tragically foreclosed. What if India, with its vast resources, its incredible intellectual heritage, and its vibrant culture, had been allowed to flourish independently? How would that have altered the global balance of power? What kind of superpower might have emerged, and how would it have changed the course of human history? Let's set the scene in the 18th century, a period of immense flux on the subcontinent. The mighty Mughal Empire, once a beacon of power, was in decline, leaving a significant power vacuum. Regional powers, like the formidable Marathas, were rising, vying for supremacy. In our alternative scenario, instead of European powers exploiting this fragmentation, a different force emerges. Perhaps the Maratha Confederacy consolidates its power more effectively, or a new, unifying empire rises from the ashes of the old. This new entity would be strong enough to resist external pressures. Crucially, this scenario introduces a visionary leader. Let's call him Raja Vikram. He is a figure of immense foresight, recognizing the looming European threat and understanding the need for radical change. Raja Vikram, or a leader like him, would prioritize military modernization. He would invest heavily in advanced weaponry, not just acquiring it, but adapting European military technology to suit Indian conditions and strategic needs. This would include state-of-the-art artillery and disciplined infantry. Beyond land forces, a powerful navy would be paramount. Controlling the vast Indian Ocean trade routes would be essential for projecting power and securing economic interests. India would build a formidable fleet, establishing maritime supremacy in its own backyard. This independent India would experience unprecedented economic prosperity. Its thriving industries, from world-renowned textiles to advanced manufacturing and shipbuilding, would flourish without colonial exploitation. India would become a major global exporter, shifting the center of global wealth eastward. Without the divisive policies of colonial rule, the potential for the caste system to evolve would be significant. While not disappearing overnight, it might become less rigid, allowing for greater social mobility and integration over time. Education would be tailored to Indian needs and values, fostering indigenous innovation and intellectual growth. Arts, literature, and music would experience a golden age, unburdened by foreign influence and celebrated globally. Indian thought would permeate world culture. Furthermore, this independent trajectory could lead to greater opportunities for women in society. Religious harmony, a hallmark of much of India's history, would be strengthened, fostering a more inclusive and unified nation. An uncolonized India would become a major player in Asian politics. Its economic and military strength would allow it to influence neighboring nations, shaping regional alliances and trade agreements. The balance of power across Asia would be fundamentally different. Global dynamics would be irrevocably altered. India's relationships with other rising powers like China would develop on an equal footing, potentially leading to different forms of cooperation or competition. The very concept of a Cold War, as we know it, might never materialize. The economic and political influence of European powers would be significantly diminished. Without the vast resources extracted from India, their industrial revolutions might be slower, their empires less expansive. A new, multipolar global order would emerge much earlier. Of course, this alternative path wouldn't be without its challenges. Internal conflicts, regional rivalries, and challenges to social cohesion would still exist. The diversity of India, while a strength, could also be a source of division, particularly concerning the caste system. External threats would remain a constant concern. India would need to navigate complex relationships with its neighbors, and the very idea of a partition creating nations like Pakistan might never occur, leading to different geopolitical complexities. Economic hurdles, such as resource scarcity or the inherent difficulties in rapid technological advancement, could still hinder progress. No nation's path is entirely smooth, even one as powerful as this alternative India. The technological landscape would be profoundly different. With Indian innovation unhindered, we might see unique advancements in fields like metallurgy, medicine, or even early computing, influenced by Indian philosophical and scientific traditions. Global culture would be far more diverse. Indian art, music, philosophy, and spiritual traditions would have a much greater and earlier impact worldwide, shaping global trends in ways we can only imagine. The cultural exchange would be truly reciprocal. The political landscape would be reshaped into a truly multipolar world order, not dominated by a few Western powers. The global economy would be more balanced, with wealth and influence distributed across multiple centers, including a powerful India. This exercise in alternative history forces us to challenge our assumptions about the inevitability of our current reality. It makes us question how much of our present is truly predetermined and how much is a consequence of specific historical choices and events. The potential benefits of an uncolonized India are vast. We could envision a more prosperous and equitable world, with greater cultural diversity and a truly balanced global order. India, as a major power, might promote peace and cooperation on a global scale. However, we must also consider the potential drawbacks. Internal conflicts, regional rivalries, and economic challenges could still hinder India's progress. The path to superpower status would not be without its own unique set of difficulties and internal struggles. The enduring ancient wisdom of India, its rich artistic traditions, and its profound spiritual heritage would continue to inspire globally. These contributions would be recognized and celebrated on a much grander scale, influencing thought and culture worldwide. The spirit of innovation and resilience, so characteristic of the Indian people, would drive the nation forward. This independent India would continue to enrich the world, not just economically, but through its unique contributions to human knowledge and culture. So we are left with a profound question. Is this alternative world where India emerged as an uncolonized superpower a more desirable one? The possibilities are truly endless and the implications are staggering. What do you think would be the biggest differences in this alternative reality? What challenges do you believe this uncolonized India would still face? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We love exploring these what-if scenarios and hearing your perspectives. If you enjoyed this journey into a parallel history, please like this video, subscribe to Alternatify, and hit that notification bell. Join us next time for more thought-provoking content that challenges the boundaries of history.